talking this whole time. Okay, so Hayden Panettiere has passed. I like it's devastating, and I'm like I grew up loving her in movies. Like I feel like we grew up along with her. Most of us like Zillennials grew up along with her, and it's just like devastating that she's like passed away. And I was in such shock. Okay, so here's the thing. When I first got the notification, there it said Hayden Panettiere addressing the passing of beloved actor. I'm assuming they're talking about the other guy who just passed, and I'm assuming Hayden like did a movie with him or something, and she's talking about like her co-star, because that's kind of how it was worded. So I just moved on. Like I thought nothing of it. Like, oh, like yeah, Hayden's probably talking about that because she knew the guy. No, whole time they're talking about Hayden. I literally like when I opened my thing and it showed Hayden's face and the year she was born and 2026, I like literally lost my mind. It said August 2026 and I'm like, oh my god. I start crying. My husband is like, what, babe, what's wrong? I'm like, Hayden Panettiere died. He's like, what? Who's Hayden Panettiere? But then he realized who she was because he had to look her up. He's like, oh my god, her? Because like, we grew up watching her on our TVs, like in our homes. Like she's like one of the ultimate girl. It doesn't matter if you're white, black, biracial. You know Hayden Panettiere if you're a millennial, Gen Z girl. So like it's just like so devastating. I feel so bad for her daughter. I feel so bad for her family. It just, I don't know, man. It's like so much has just been going on in the world. People are so young passing away. Then she died. She passed right before her birthday, man. Like right before her birthday. And it's just not fair that people just pass so young, you know? Like, I don't, I feel so bad that this is like happening. And her daughter is, I believe, still in Ukraine. And there's a freaking war going on. Her mother just passed. It's just like, too much is happening. Like, just too much is happening. And I just feel so bad for her. Like, I feel like our actresses and actors are passing so young. And Hayden just released her book. And it begs the question, you know, what happened here? Now, Hayden has had many struggles. She's been open and honest about that. She struggled with postpartum. She struggled with addiction of opioids and alcohol. She has experienced SA in the worst ways. One could, like, not saying that, like, you know, any SA is awful, but you know, when she was 18, she's talked about that, where she's 18 on a yacht and forced to do something because they tried to treat her like a yacht girl, like they treat most of these young ladies in the business. But she's not. She was a well-established actress, and she didn't want to do that. And it's just like this happens so often. One second. I had to take a sip of water. But it's just like it's so repulsive that these people, these young actors, no matter the gender, go through so much in this industry. And then when they are struggling, the industry just throws them away like, oh well. Like, what do you mean, Georgina, that you dropped Hayden Panettiere because she spoke about postpartum? I remember this happening when I was younger. She spoke out about postpartum and you drop her? How dare you? You know the hate she was even in my comment section on TikTok, because I have talked about this on TikTok, and people were in my comment section saying how one person said, "Oh, she was a terrible person." I'm like, why do you say that? She went through so much. So what? you're saying this, give us a reason why you feel so comfortable to say these things. People don't like that they blame her for giving up custody of her daughter and like it's a war going on. She gave up custody of her daughter before the war started. One, two, her father did not have to take her to Ukraine. And now he's refusing to bring her back. Like that was like a lot for anybody. I never really understood her baby daddy. Like I never understood that part of it. I was just kind of like clearly he's probably rich, right? Which is cool. But I just feel like Hayden was such royalty in my world, in so many young women's world, that she belonged, like in my opinion, with like the Brad Pitts of the world, like a Brad Pitt. I'm trying to think of like someone in her age range because like even her child's father is like older, but it's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. But I do feel like she could have been like with someone who was like more like American, you know, or British, like British, you know. Like I always picture her with like another like hot blonde, you know, like I don't know what her type is, but like her boyfriend, I think, who was with her in, and the thing is, guys, it happened in Greenville, South Carolina. So if you don't know, I'm a Carolina girl, I'm a South Carolina girl, and you know, being a South Carolina baby, it's just like crazy to me. She was in Greenville, like vacationing, I guess. I don't know. She's in an apartment. They're like at her apartment in South Carolina. So it's like, was she living here? I don't know. But yeah, like I always picture her like with. Do you know the boy who was in the Hannah Montana movie? I feel like I picture Hayden with like a guy like that, and I just never understood why she like got with like a guy who wasn't from America. Like I just never pictured that from her. I never did. I thought she'd be with another actor, and I honestly, I don't know if I feel like if she was with another actor, well, she may have just not wanted to be, but if she was with another actor and like they were like, you know, she may have had like a bit more support in the like media. Like, okay, don't get me wrong, they treat like women like crap regardless, but I feel like it would have been probably more eyes on her in that regard, and maybe like I think they're a little more scared to test people whose husbands are also that deep into the media. You get what I'm saying? Like, like they'll test you, but just they test a lot more when you're like, you know, your husband's out of the spotlight and he's really rich, but maybe that's what she wanted. She wanted that stability of having like her being 1 foot in and then her spouse being like the 1 foot out. But like, I don't know, man. So sad. She's so young, and they found her unresponsive, and it's just like, it only 37. Like Hayden's so young. Like I cannot believe this is real. You know, from Ice Princess, and then the girl from Ice Princess just passed. The girl who voiced Lilo just passed. Like, what is happening to our young stars? They're all on opioids or like smrugs, and they're all on the like. Some of them are on the streets. Like the girl who voiced Lilo is on the streets, and it's like It's a well established actress, and she passes away from full blown AIDS. Like, it's these things that just make no sense. I mean, obviously, like, as someone who grew up with like the child of like addicts, you can't help them, especially when like they're on opioids. And this is not to like bash like anyone in my family, but like my mom's very open about like her struggles with addiction and like her sobriety, and like she's very proud of it. And like growing up witnessing that, you can't really help them if they don't want to get help. Like, you could try to help them, you can want to help them, and honestly, when they're in the thick of addiction, they burn a lot of bridges that are like bridges that sometimes are not redeemable. Like, they're not rebuildable. You know what I'm saying? Like, they do certain things that are just like so far left field that will make you like never look at them the same. And like I just don't know. Okay, a great example, and I know that Perez Hilton, he had a mental health breakdown. And some people are saying that he was battling substance abuse, which could have fueled that, right? Those are the type of like things like when people are like struggling, that it's like his kids, I hope they get great therapy, but may never look at him the same because he's at such a pivotal age. I hope that like this was like natural causes, of course. Maybe like you just never know like with these cases. But it's just sad to me that so many young people like who like we grew up with watching them, and like them being such a pivotal part of our childhood, are passing away at such a rate. It's like it's just devastating. It genuinely is. Like, I can't even believe that she passed and all these other actresses passed this close together. This is crazy, guys. I'm about to get off of here though. I can't believe it. Rest in peace, Hayden. Like, you were truly like so pivotal in so many of our lives. Like, especially those of us who love cheer and stuff. And just you were just like a girl's girl. Like, you were like in so many of girl movies. Like, she was like one of the few actresses where like even as a kid I was like, I want to see her in more stuff. Like, she's a great actress. And then seeing her with Lauren London really like did it for me. Like, seeing her with Lauren London in that movie, I cannot think of the name of that dang movie, but I just thought she was so funny. And I remember watching that at my sister's house and just being like, I love them two together. Like, I wanted to see them in like so many sequels of that movie. Like, I love them two together. The movie I Love Beth Cooper was like such a good teen comedy, and like it was so cute. And it's so funny because when me and my husband were like young, like kids, we were like if we're not married, we use the quote that they have in that movie where it's like, if we're not married by like what, like 30 something, we're gonna get married, and then boom, we end up married. But it's just like, it was like so cute. Like, she, like, we literally grew up with her. And it's funny because I had seen when, like, it had resurfaced the footage of the girl who she was co-stars with in Ice Princess, and I was telling my husband that I wanted to like binge watch like those movies, and he said he was like so cool with that. Like, I don't know, it's just like oh my god, so all of my friends who like are from back in Brooklyn and stuff, like Kiana and like all of you guys, um Anisha, my sisters, of course. If you ever watch this video, like, I know you remember those watching like Bring It On, the freaking the times we would watch that movie, like genuinely watch that movie until like the DVD didn't work anymore. To the CD didn't, like, the DVD did not work anymore. Like, oh my god. And Bring It On, I think I had that on VHS. That's how locked in I was. Like, you guys don't understand. So all the, oh my god, do you guys remember like when the like we would pick which like cheerleading team we were, and then like the girls, like certain girls will wear like the green ones, and then we would like, Bring It On, like, oh my god. Oh, stop. I'm like literally about to cry. I cannot believe my girl is gone. Like, this is crazy. This is so crazy. Like, no, like, it's like our childhood is like, I don't know, like, it's just like, this is a sad day in girl world. It's a sad, sad day in girl world. Like, I'm so over it. Like, I'm so, so, so over it. Like, so my deepest condolences to her daughter, her family, her father, like, her entire family, her mom. I don't know if she has any siblings. I think she might have siblings. I can't remember. I think I do remember her having a sibling, but just my condolences to all of you guys. Her child's father. It just, really hope like her daughter has peace. Like, I could not imagine losing her mother that young, and then her mother's in another country. She's like in Europe, in Ukraine, in the middle of a war, and like her mom's passed away. Can she even fly out? Like, so many questions that I have because of like all the BS that Russia's doing right now. It's just like, who knows. But Hayden Panettiere was like literally one of the leaders of girl world, and she kept us fed like so many amazing hitter movies. Like, it was like one of those things where like when, like, how like it's like the cliche that like they pass the baton to the next generation. When they passed the baton of like Bring It On to Hayden, I was like locked in, like, yes, I love her, I'm so happy she's here. Sometimes they pass the baton and I'm like, or baton, and I'm like, I don't know about this, darling. I don't know. Like, I'm not gonna say no names, but I was a little skeptical when they passed the baton in Halloween Town. Now, she filled the shoes. She did good. She did good. I'm not saying she didn't do good. But at first I was like, I don't know her. But with Hayden, I was like, oh, yes, that's my girl. We've been locked in since we were kids. I have been watching her since I was a little kid. Like, I loved her growing up. Dang, man. Who's gonna lock us down in girl world without Hayden? I gotta rewatch Nashville, because I stopped watching Nashville because like we switched cable companies, and the second cable company, we went from like DirecTV to Dish or vice versa, and they didn't have the channel that had Nashville CMT. And I was like, And then they end up having Nashville on something, another channel that we had, and we end up getting CMT. And I just never got back into it, so I need to rewatch Nashville. And I was just saying that, like, about a year ago that I wanted to finish watching Nashville because I never got to. Because Nashville was good from what I saw. Me and my mom used to watch Nashville. You know what's so weird? Being biracial, people be like, you like country music, you like country shows. Like, bro, I'm half white. Of course, I'm gonna like white people stuff. My mama is from the country. She's from the South Carolina. My dad is from South Carolina. I'm from South Carolina. We're country people. Of course, we're gonna like country music. My mama's white. Like, what are you talking about? It just don't make sense to me when people like, you like country music. Why the fuck? You know what? The only people who ask me stuff like that are people from the hood. But like Maryland hoods, like they're not used to it. They be a little bit slow. That's okay though. There's another video I'm gonna cover, which is like this little bad little boy causing ruckus in back home in Maryland, near the areas that I grew up in. He's a bad little thing. But it ain't a shock to me because most of them kids act like that up there. That is the norm. He done went viral twice, so yeah, I'm gonna cover that. But yeah, I cannot believe this is real. Like, I genuinely cannot believe this is real. Like, what do you mean Hayden's past? It's just too much. It's too much. You guys, I wish I could do like a stream of like all the great Hayden Panettiere movies, but of course, like some of these like YouTubes and Twitches, they're like evil, but they're like flag it, but whatever. My deepest condolences, Hayden Panettiere. Bye guys, I'm gonna get out of here.